So guys, if you don't know, when we get snow up here in Canada, we get quite a bit of snow. And when we get enough snow, I can't open my doors for probably 2 months, 3 months at a time. So that means I would like a fresh car inside this garage for the winter that I can spend a lot of time building. Let's take a look at the area that we have available for it. So this area right here is available. Steven is taking up that area over there, but don't worry about Steven. We have this area. That's right, we got a hoist. It's empty. We got a cart to change motors, empty. We got a welder that is full. Let's go out into our backyard and explore and see what we need to do a project and what we might want in here for the next 2 to 3 months. So let's go take a look. So we have this car. Unfortunately, I don't think this one is like 3 months worth of building. I think it's just probably a weekend to get it back ready for the track, and we're going to probably store this thing. So we got to take this thing and we're just going to jam it over here and underneath my shelter, because then the engine's covered and blah, blah, blah. Maybe it'll be nicer. But we are going to need a motor inside the garage. So let's take a look at some of these motors. I got this one sitting here. You can tell it's been derbied. I don't know what motor this is out of, but let's note some stuff. One, it's missing the spark plug wires, so that's not a good thing. And it's missing an oil cap, so that is not a good thing. It's got oil in it, so that's a good thing. So 2 negatives and a positive. This motor over here, I can tell from this thing, which is my oil pressure feed line, that this is my mini meltdown motor. I know this one is good. So I'm probably going to be pulling this one out. I got all these ones back here, but they're a little bit too deep to get into right now. So my plan is to pick a 6-cylinder car and bring it into the garage. So that Solera is actually a 4-cylinder, so it's going to stay. That Camry is a 4-cylinder, so it's going to stay. Let's go take a look at some of the other V6s I got. So all 3 of these Toyota Camrys are 4-cylinders. That back one over there definitely needs a new motor, but that thing's so full of parts, there's no sense to even move it. That's my like Toyota Camry shed full of shit. But that one can stay there because we ain't gonna touch that one for a while. I just seen this guy, he's walking back here with confidence. What does he have on his hands? Are those Hulk hands?
Yes, they are.
So I'm gonna hand you.
I'm not here to give you the business.
I'm gonna hand you a 10 mil, and then you're gonna see what it's like life with these damn things. Were they over there?
Yeah. I swear.
Oh, nice. Don't get them dirty.
No, that'd be funny. Fucking.
So let's go take a look at all these cars. So these Envoys are all V6s, actually inline 6s, but can't put a Camry motor on those. So this one here, V6, that one V6, that one's V6. I think this one here is gonna be the easiest one to get at. You think that one's gonna be the easiest one, Steven?
What, for Schomberg?
Well, just to pull it out and build it over the winter.
No.
But yes.
You do have that one in that fucking garage that's been there for 9 years.
Yeah, but that one's not gonna rot in there. This one's gonna rot sitting here.
Yeah, you might as well pull it out then.
Yeah. And not only that, I think this is gonna be the easiest one to get out. Just move that box.
Yeah. They're all rotting.
I know.
So sad.
It's so sad.
You actually don't have that much left.
No, I got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 good ones. And like 4 smucked up ones. I only ran 1 this year.
It's true.
The whole year. So that's like 11 years of derbies.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I'm good. I'll be like decrepit by then.
I don't know, fucking.
So we've got all this stuff moved here. We got the car put underneath the storage. I ended up just starting and driving it in there and then just slamming her in with the Walden. Got all the motors moved, cats moved, all that fun stuff. We just dug a hole. Well, we moved that Ford box. And then we dug a hole and we hooked up to this car. So let's get her dragged out and see how well she comes out. So I just went to pull this car out and it's kind of giving me a hard time. So I opened the door to try to put it in neutral and it's filled with fucking nuts. Walnuts everywhere. So many walnuts. Like, oh my goodness. Look at all the walnuts in this thing. They must have got in through that damn taillight hole. The whole car is filled with goddamn walnuts, and I think they're living inside there. These damn nuts! I think we may have chosen a pretty shitty car to bring in here. But I think we may have chose the right one. This thing's missing a radiator. This thing's missing coil packs. This thing's missing a lot of things. I don't know. Did we mess up by bringing this one in? So you guys want a little backstory on this car? I bought this car. Oh, I'm probably going to take off the... Let me get a box for all the shavings. So I believe it was 2018, 2019, when you could still buy Toyota Camrys and Soleras on Marketplace before they went astronomically insane. A guy down in Hamilton posted that he had 2 Soleras. So Hamilton's about, if you Google Maps it, it's about an hour and 20 minutes, hour and 30 minutes from my house. But if you actually try to drive it on like a weeknight, it's about 4 hours because of traffic. I know that sounds absolutely insanely stupid, but welcome to Toronto traffic. Anyway, so me and a buddy named Chris, that was disgusting, all that stuff, went down there and picked up these 2 Soleras. I bought them off a guy that does scrap down there, and he knew what he had. He was selling them for a pretty penny. I think I paid $800 each for them, and then I gave Chris, I think, $100 to help me tow them down, like bring them back. So I think I'm like $800 into this car, and maybe $900 if you factor in Chris. Came with no catalytics, came with no aluminum rims. When I bought this car, it was a 10 out of 10. No rust, nothing. We'll have to see the damage those squirrels have done. So first things first, let's get the hood off this and onto the roof. Let me get all this stuff off of here. Oh my goodness. I think this is going to be a pretty nasty build. But that's the problem. This car's been sitting since before COVID. So that was at least 2019, and this is 20... We are like a month and a half, maybe a month away from 2026. So this car's been sitting in my backyard 7 years. 7 years! That is a heck of a long time. Ugh, it's kind of crazy how time flies. So we've been out here, we stripped a little bit of it, not too much, but enough to make myself feel good about it. We're probably gonna take this motor out today. Can't guarantee nothing though, unfortunately. But let's see, we got most of the stuff off the front of it. We got most of the leaves off the back of it. What's it look like in here? Oh my goodness. Guys, that is flush to the floor. Like, where's the trunk release in here? Oh my goodness, I gotta reach through it. Please don't, nothing living in here. Where's the trunk release? Is that the trunk release? Nope, that's not the trunk release. There it is. Oh my god, that's a full corn. That's how much is in here. The trunk has now been opened. Oh, this looks absolutely horrible. Absolutely disgusting. That is black water. Like my finger. Ugh. I shouldn't stick my hand in there. There's probably dead animals. We're gonna have to do a whole bunch of cleaning on this thing. A whole bunch of cleaning on this thing. Oh my goodness. What a pain these squirrels are gonna be on this thing. Like, what is this all about? Like, this is crazy. I think I should take the windows out before I even attempt this. I guess we should start stripping this thing. I don't even want to lift it up to see how bad the floors are. I'm so disappointed with the squirrels.